Hello, hello, hello. I'm so glad you made it back to the channel. I'm Wendy, your chaos coordinator in the kitchen. Tonight, what's for dinner is potato soup. So we have a bag of Idaho potatoes. We have a whole 1-pound package of bacon, a whole stick of butter, a large onion, and a can of evaporated milk. That's all it takes to make the potato soup. Now, what I need you to do is go grab your chair, grab your spoon, come on in, let's get to cooking. So, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna fry up the bacon with this diced onion. We're gonna dice it up and get those going. Okay, so just real quick, I wanted to show you that I am cooking the bacon in our regular size stock pot. And I will also be cooking the potatoes in this afterwards. Right. While that bacon is cooking, I'm just going to dice this onion into bite-sized pieces, a little bit bigger than bite-size, a little bit smaller than bite-size, somewhere in that 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch place. Then when the bacon gets good and starts, having some good grease frying in there, then I will add this onion to it and let it cook while the bacon finishes cooking. Okay, so I just wanted to show you the bacon is doing quite well and the onions are starting to turn transparent. That's kind of our rule. We wait for the transparency. That means that they are cooked and good to go. I'm just going to start taking out the pieces of bacon that are done, and I'll put them in this little bowl here. So it's kind of a waiting game. You just pull out a couple pieces at a time as they cook. And then when they're all cooked, you'll strain everything out. So you'll have a bowl full of bacon and onion. Oh, and one other thing, as I'm pulling the bacon out, once it cools, I'll crumble it. So you want crumbled bacon. So we want crumbled bacon. And while we're speaking of what we're doing, while the bacon has been frying up with the onion, I have been peeling potatoes. So we've got about 10 to 12 potatoes in here, little russet potatoes, and I put them in quarters. So they're just sitting here in the water, waiting to be transferred over into the stock pot once the bacon is all done. Off we go. While we're waiting for the potatoes to boil, I have my onions here in the bowl, and I'm just going to take the pile of bacon and just crumble it up. So this is what I'm up to for the next 10 or 15 minutes. Hello. I feel like I sound like my Aunt Lenny when I do that. So anyway, hello, welcome back. So it's been about 15 minutes. Timer just went off, so I just want to check and see if my potatoes are done. We're just throwing a knife through them. And if they cut easily, that's how you know that your potatoes are done. So yes, it does seem like more steam, more chicken. Again, it does. Yep, I would say these are ready to go. So here comes the fun part. We need to add a stick of butter. Easy peasy. We need to add some evaporated milk, a whole can of it. So I'm just shaking it up really good. And then I'm going to get my little key. Which this should be one of your top things in your kitchen, right? Something you don't know you need till you need it. There we go. I'm going to add this whole thing. Notice I didn't drain any of the water off. You don't need to drain any water at all. Okay, then let that sit for a second. I'm going to get my potato masher out from underneath the oven here so that I can just give a few of the potatoes a quick mash. Okay, potato masher. I don't want to smash them all in because I like to have chunks in my potato soup. I don't want cream of potato soup, but you could make the cream of potato soup the same way. So as you can see, I'm leaving bigger pieces of mash here. Now, what kind of potato did I use? I just used a regular old russet potato. Normally, my favorite potato is a white potato. So I like to use a white potato, and I'll do, you know, if I do 10 to 12 potatoes, I've got 9 white potatoes and 3 russets, because I like the way the russet gives it a little bit of structure. The white potato is definitely a lot more creamy, and so it falls apart a lot faster. Now you can see the boil is starting to come back up, and as I said, I've got my bacon all crumbled up, as well as the onion that was cooking. I'm just going to dump that in there. And then what we're going to do is stir, add some salt and pepper. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to add any salt. Let's just add pepper, because that bacon probably has enough salt in it that you don't need to add any extra. So I'm going to add some pepper, and then we're going to let it set and simmer for about 10 minutes just to get that flavor, the flavor all commiserated, as Papa would say. This is Papa's recipe. My daddy taught me how to make this. His adoptive father taught him how to make this. His adoptive father was a chef on a Navy ship. That's what Buck did when he was enlisted. He was also a commander of the VFW. So don't ask me why I cry at parades. I think that was about 15 shakes of pepper instead of my normal 12, because I wasn't paying any attention. And I think I'm going to give it 3 or 4 more shakes. Okay, yeah, there we go. Now we're just going to let that simmer for another 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and then we will come back and it will be ready to eat. Okay, turning this down to medium, and we'll be back in about 10 minutes. Well, hubby, how is it?
Delicious.
Perfect. That's what we like to hear. All right, guys. Thanks so much for hanging around, helping me cook potato soup. It's our turn to eat. Go ahead, bring up your chair, and let's get with it. Thanks for staying. Hit like, hit subscribe for more chaotic, crazy content in the kitchen, and we'll see you next time. Stay tuned for a Zen moment. Bye.